Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jonas Valanciunas is hitting a lot of threes. So many so that his teammates started calling him Dirk Valanciunas. He says, I'm just taking what's out there. If I have an open shot, I'll take it. If I'm making it, I'll keep taking it. Simple as that. But, guys, you better believe he still can get it done inside as well.
Oh, he can, no question. Thanks, David. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot, manning the middle. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now here's McCollum. Ingram outside. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Look at the concentration from Valanciunas on that play. Takes the foul and still finishes the play.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, that the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders, they're building a team to contend.
Now here's McCollum. Floats it up for Williamson. And he banks in the layup.
This is where Zion is most comfortable, using his size and touch to his advantage.
Vassell with it, now defended by Williamson, and that one drops.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Ingram. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and the dunk by Williamson.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. Stolen by McCollum. And so just over a minute and a half played. And the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Here's Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Take a break. And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And it's McCollum off the drive. It's stolen. Vassell with it. Now defended by Williamson. Passes to Jones. Rejected by Ingram.
With that 7'3" wingspan, Brandon Ingram is having no trouble getting to that shot.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And stolen by Williamson. Floats it up for Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Ingram. Williamson with a screen for Jones. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And there's Williamson on the assist by Jones.
This is what you want. Zion finishing out of pick and roll. Put that play on repeat.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Collins, a screen on Murphy. Here's Osman. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
1:41 left here in the first quarter. Here's Alvarado. Payne covering to the inside. Alvarado passes to Murphy. New Orleans moving it around. Picked by Murphy. On the wing, Nance. 4 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Bullock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Alvarado. There's the pass to Osman. Pelicans pull it in.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Pass to Alvarado. Hawkins with it. Dishes it to Murphy. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For San Antonio, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Cameron Payne at the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line. Here's Alvarado. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Hawkins. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hold on. Jesse made another one.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then it's Jones. And it's Bassey in at the power forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season.
Here's Jones. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Johnson double team. Here's Bassey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Bassey. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Getting better at reading the floor, Johnson wants to keep evolving as a playmaker and distributor.
Jones against McCollum. Drives to the hoop. In the corner, it's Ingram. Over Johnson. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Looking silky smooth there. I like watching Brandon Ingram use the mid-range area.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Collins. Kicks to Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 6. It's McCollum on the wing. Offline with his 3. Jones with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Jones against McCollum. Now Jones. Passes it to Vassell. Collins a screen on Jones. Here's Vassell. Tips it up. And Collins is right there. Collins has got his first bucket of the night.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Murphy's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Jones. Vassell finds Payne. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by, and stolen by Williamson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's Alvarado. Back to Daniels. There's the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. .141 left in the second quarter. Vassell, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Picked by Murphy. Now the pass to Ingram. That shot off the mark. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Wembanyama passes to Sohan.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Daniel. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Ingram kicks to Murphy. Ingram dishes to Murphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And it's Ingram missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And here's Payne. Down low, here's Wembanyama. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williamson, the screen. Pass to Alvarado. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Floats it up for Williamson. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Nine seconds left in the first half. Payne looking around. Here's Wembanyama. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. And it's McCollum in at the point. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
6 on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. Here's Ingram. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night. And seeing Manu is a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is why you take strength training seriously. Ingram may not have converted that earlier in his career.
Pelicans shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Collins checked in for the Spurs. And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Here's Jones. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. No good, unable to end this run. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Ingram. No good with the layup.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Outside Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Williamson with a screen for Ingram. Over Johnson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ingram's got 9.
Showing some nice handles in the pick and roll. Ingram's creativity is fun to watch in these sets.
Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4. In his bag, Keldon Johnson. Wow.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Williamson a screen on Jones. McCollum passes to Jones. Back to McCollum. Williamson with a screen for McCollum. Another shot. And Williamson with a nice bucket inside. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution.
Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Collins. The shot's good from Nance.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. Payne kicks to Collins. Connects from three-point range. Collins has got 9.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Alvarado passes to Murphy. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Now here's Payne. D right on him. To the wing on the left. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. They get it again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nance a screen. Oh, Nance in position.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
Spurs trail by 8. Payne with it. Poke loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the basket by Alvarado.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Spurs, Wembanyama.
Wembanyama passes to Payne. For 3, Bullock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Reggie Bullock is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5.
Putting the fundamentals to work, the pick and roll helps CJ make room for other guys.
Spurs trail by 12. Now here's Jones. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nance outside. McCollum outside. Again, the Pelicans score.
Look how mobile and quick CJ is. Terrific at making fast decisions and pick and rolls.
Jones kicks to Bullock. Out left to the wing. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Pelicans ball. Substitution on the court.
Pelicans leading by 14. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. That's good on the jump shot.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
San Antonio calls timeout. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Jones against McCollum. And taken away by Johnson. From the arc. San Antonio again missing. New Orleans leading by 16. Ingram outside. Williamson with the screen for Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Pelicans.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
It's so fun to see Brandon Ingram evolve. He's a true student of the game, and each year he keeps improving.
Collins wide open, he fires. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. McCollum against Jones. Ingram left side. Floats it up for Williamson. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now Jones. Here's Sohan. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. McCollum with the bounce pass. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And they pick up 2. And the Pelicans lead by 21. San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts. The loudest section gets one. Who wants one? Fans coming out on the floor. Your Spurs Breakers. How about those moves from
The pass to Bessie. Back to Payne. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Count that bucket. Collins has got 9 points here in the second half.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Pelicans.
Hawkins passes to Nance. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Nance a screen. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go with a three. It's good from long range. Marshall's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zion Williamson.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. You know, for so long, many joked about how the Spurs were always too old, right? Too old, too slow, too stuck in their same ways. But that's changing.
Well, I was on a couple of those teams too, Kevin. I remember well, people said that the Spurs were too old and needed to get younger. And over the last few years, they've done exactly that.
Here's Daniels, 6 to shoot. Here's Alvarado, dishes it to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So it's the Spurs now. Inside. Up and in on the layup.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. And they're moving it up. Pulls up. That one misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Alvarado. Payne covering. Marshall can't hit. Over in the corner, Osman. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Make your hell gaming